Hey, it's Bill and Pete again.
Yep, it's Pete and Bill again.
Oh, he's trying to get on top. Anyways, today we'd like to take a couple minutes and talk to you about something most people don't talk to you about. Really, when it's time to sell a house, you have two choices.
Most people think there's only get a realtor to sell it for you or sell it yourself. That's what you think.
And the realtor is not always the way. Now, I'm not bashing realtors, I'm bashing their system, because what happens is people have to tramp through your house. You have to always keep it clean. You know, a lot of times a realtor wants you to do work that you don't want to do, so it makes it easier for them to sell. And then you got to keep the house pristine all the time. That's the hardest part.
And think how long it takes.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole thing.
Exactly. And then once they get it sold, they write a purchase and sales agreement. So what's the realtor's only job?
To find the buyer.
Right? It's not to consult you. Most people think when they hire a realtor, you're hiring a consultant to get you through the transaction. And that is true if they've done 15 or 20 deals a year, or if they're doing that much business. If they don't
quite know all the details. I just sold my own family home. A lot of stuff comes up. And luckily I had a very good friend who really knows her stuff who helped me. That's not often, but I found her. Otherwise, what do I do about this? And the inspection said that, and do I have to spend all that money? And what do I really need? Oh, there's a lot that happens.
There's a lot that happens, and if the realtors aren't doing a lot of business, they're not always educated. See, realtor school doesn't teach them this. Doesn't teach them how to negotiate, doesn't teach them how to do all this other stuff. It just tells them get the purchase and sales contract, get the security deposit where it needs to be. Now, here's another interesting fact. So suppose you don't want to use a realtor for whatever reason, because we run into a lot of people that just don't want to do that. They want to be aggravated by it. And it's the most expensive way to sell.
Yeah.
It costs a lot. I mean, up to 15% of your sale will go to all those fees.
That's right.
Right? More importantly, if you try to sell it on your own, here's what happens. 88% of for sale by owners end up going to the realtor.
Give up eventually. It doesn't work out. It's not that easy.
In my opinion, the reason why that happens is because they don't spend enough money on marketing. They don't get enough people to see the ad, to get through the house and make offers. That's the biggest reason. And then when they do get somebody there, they don't know what to do. And so they hire the realtor.
Yep.
But today we're telling you got a third choice. And that choice is to deal with a couple of real estate entrepreneurs. Are you an entrepreneur?
I certainly am.
When my mom found out that, she was like freaked out. What do you mean you're a what?
Did she understand?
Yeah, she does now.
Okay.
Anyway, so what we'd like to do is get on the phone with you, myself or Peter or one of our staff, and actually chat with you for a couple minutes and see what's going on with your house and with your life, and if there's a way we can help you with all of our resources, because we have a lot of resources, right?
Yep.
And here's the deal. If it works for you and it works for us, bingo, we do something. If not, we both know that we have to talk to new sellers every day. If we don't talk to enough of them, we don't buy houses.
That's right.
So if your house is a house we buy, we're excited, you're excited, everybody's excited. If it's not, then we just part as friends, and we do this every single day, and we love talking to people. If you haven't figured out, we're kind of personable guys. That's what we're told all the time.
That's a polite way to put it.
Yeah.
And there's no pressure either.
No.
We don't have to do that.
Right.
We just have to get the information, get the facts, see what you're trying to do, and see if we can help you do what you're trying to do.
Exactly. And if it all fits in play and it's beneficial to you, because that's the biggest thing, it has to be beneficial to you. We're most interested in that because it can't just be beneficial to us. It has to be beneficial to you first. And then if it works for us, then we'll do the deal.
Yeah, we're not selling a house for our sake.
No. So what we'd like to do is just chat with you for a couple minutes. So if you got this video in a text or an email, just go ahead and reply to it and say you want to make an appointment with one of us, and one of us will get on the phone with you and see if things work. And if they don't, like I said, we part as friends. Okay? We would definitely like to go over with you the cost of selling with a realtor and go over those numbers. How does it cost you 15%? So if you give us a call, we will gladly go over that and show that to you and figure out how much it would be for you to cost yourself. I mean, how much it would cost for you to sell your house. In other words, we'll give you the net number. how much you're going to get
Yeah, don't you want to know that? How much you'd be getting for the house?
before you start
When
negotiating.
it's all over, what do you wind up with? That's the
Exactly.
important point.
Okay, so thanks for taking a few minutes. This video was a little longer than what we were expecting, but I think it was valuable to you, and hopefully you'll give us a call and we'll talk to you soon. Okay, thank you.
Thanks.